Greetings to all. I really believe when you give to other people, you give to yourself. With this quote of the famous American talk show host Oprah Winfrey, let me start the first day of our 3-day workshop on literary and communication skills. True to the words of the quote, I do believe that if we give our best for a noble cause, then it is we that we are giving. Yes, we are further enriched with knowledge and feel that there is so much to know in the world. Well, that is the endeavor of CWMA to spread the light of knowledge and give the students an exposure to the global world. The last 2 days, we had distinguished guests and judges from the country as well as the world. Tonight, too, we have two eminent personalities joining in despite their very busy schedule. Well, then, your host and director of CWME, Mrs. Monjay Sharma, along with my co-host, Majubin Chaudhary, welcome you all to the finale. I extend my sincere regards to Rachna Chakraborty ma'am, founder and mentor of CWME, in giving us this opportunity to proceed with this 3-day summer workshop. I would like to request the team of CWME to play the video. Ma'am, the sound cannot be heard.
मम्मी
I would request everyone to keep yourself muted. Ma'am, there is no sound in the video.
Mm, okay.
Actually, there is no sound, ma'am. Well, we have a special guest joining from USA, the versatile poet Grant Vaz. Well, indeed, his amiable nature and pleasing personality has always encouraged our children in the last event, season 1 in 2023. And in a short notice, he gave his consent to be there with the children. And so we are blessed to have your presence, sir. Thank you once again. Welcome you, sir, to our event. I would like you to judge the students who will be taking part in the recitation competition now. I would like to request our co-host Majubin to kindly proceed with the competition and keep a note of the time. It's over to you, Majubin.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Hello, everyone. I welcome you all back to the third day of Creative Summer of 24. I hope all of you are excited. Today is the last day and a concluding day, and we are concluding with a recitation competition. So we have participants with us today, but before that, I would like to read out the rules and regulations of the competition. Please do not exceed the time. It should be within 2 minutes. I will keep on reminding you in the chat box. Please do check and please keep a track of the time. Secondly, remember 12 lines of the poem. Okay. And thirdly, I'm just reading out the names of the poems once again. The first poem, I Know Why the Caged Birds Sing, Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening, the Charge of the Light Brigade. So we are going to start with that. Our first participant is Ira Lahoti. Ira, please switch on your camera and unmute yourself and start with the poem that you have chosen for yourself.
Well, I would like to just add here, Majubin, that we have a poet, a very versatile young poet from Sri Lanka, Sachini Suryabandara. So she is also the External Affairs Director of Creative Writing Modern Age. So I would like to request Sachini to also be a judge in the recitation competition along with Grant Sir. And Sachini, would you like to say a few words?
Yes, for our participants, Sachini, I would request you to give them some guidelines.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, everyone. I'm Sachini Suribandara from Sri Lanka. So I'm the current Director of Author Affairs of CWMA. So actually, as a member, I would like to give a little words to you all because I think last year only we started this great initiative to actually improve the language interaction skills of students across the globe. So this is one of the greatest things done by Professor Reshna and also Montroy ma'am. So last year I was the co-host alongside Montroy ma'am. So actually I can see Measure is doing a much more better job and with more productivity is seen here. So wishes to Measure as well. So everyone, please cooperate with Measure and do your best. And my wishes to you all as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sachini, for your encouraging words. And you are an integral part of CWMA. So please just stay connected. So it's over to Majubin to conduct the competition.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, Sachini, ma'am. I tried my best to do this program a successful one. Hope I did not disappoint anyone. So here we are starting with the competition. Our first participant, Ira Lahoti. Please switch on your camera and unmute yourself and start with the poem that you have chosen.
Good evening, all teachers and everyone present here. I'm Ira Lahoti and I study in Maria's Public School. Today, I'll be reciting the poem Cage Bird by Maya Angelou. The free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends, and dips his wings in the orange sun rays and dares to play in the sky. But a bird that stops down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of range. His wings are clipped and feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ira. That was wonderful, Ira.
Yeah, yes, it was.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Ira. So we have our next participant, that's Samira Lahoti. Samira, switch on your camera, unmute yourself, and start with the poem that you have chosen.
Good evening, respective teachers and everyone present here. I'm Samara Lahuti from class 7 in Maria's Public School. Today I'll be reciting the poem Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his honest bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweet of easy wind and drowny flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Samira. Now, we have our next participant, that's Akshita Burman. Akshita, please switch on your camera, unmute yourself, and start with the poem that you have chosen for yourself.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Akshita Burman. I am from Maria's Public School in Guwahati, Assam, India. Today I shall be reciting the poem by Maya Angelou, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends, and dips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful thrill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The caged bird sings with a fearful thrill. I'm sorry. The caged bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful thrill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Akshita. So we have our next participant, Ayushman Das Nair. Ayushman, please switch on your camera and unmute yourself and start with the poem that you have chosen for yourself.
Good evening to one and all present here. I'm Ayushman Das Nair, studying in class 8, Maria's Public School. I have chosen the poem Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there's some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ayushman. So we have our next participant and the last participant, that's Swarnali Mitra. Swarnali, please switch on your camera, unmute yourself, and start with the poem that you have chosen for yourself.
Good evening to everyone present here. I am Swarnali Mitra from class 6 of Maria's Public School, Guwahati, Assam. Today I would be reciting the poem Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse view. Between the wood and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bell the shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only others sound the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Swarnali. Do we have any more participants with us? Please raise your hands.
I think Harshita wanted to join. Harshita?
Harshita, if you want to join, please raise your hand.
Harshita, kindly unmute yourself. Harshita, do you want to join? Okay, Majubin, let us proceed.
Okay, thank you so much. So, Grant sir, I hope you took notice of their deliveries, their recitations. So I request you to just judge them, and we will have a list of winners after that. Now I hand over the virtual mic to Monjoy ma'am. Ma'am, please continue.
Thank you, Majubin. So I would like to give your feedback, sir. Sir, you are muted, I think. We can't hear you. We would like you to speak a few words and kindly give a feedback on our students about the poems.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay. Oh, they were all great. I felt moved, and their deliveries were passionate and with strength and love. They felt the poem that each one of them were reading. They felt the poem, and that's very important to when you write or read poetry. You need to feel. You need to feel. It's just not words like on a chalkboard. Even though they didn't write the poem, they felt the poem when they read it, and they and the smiles on their faces were just wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. We now move over to Sachini. The feedback that you would like to give on our students.
Yes, ma'am. As Grant sir said, the expressions, the feelings, and also the required speed was there because the others should understand what they are reciting, right? So that speed of reciting is also important. So that was really there. So I also felt that they have felt the poem and they are feeling it and they are giving the feeling to the others as well by reciting in that correct way of reciting. Thanks.
Thank you, Sachini. So as we are done with the recitation, I think let us now proceed with the announcement of the results of day 1. So we had the listening activity, and the listening activity results, I think it's ready, Rachna ma'am.
Yeah, it is ready. I think for presenting is our Majubin will be doing that.
Okay, so Majubin is going to present it as Sachini, our judge of the listening activity, is going to call out their names, announce their names.
I need to ask Majubin, is she having that?
So Majubin, I would like to request you to kindly display the certificates of the winners of the listening activity. I would like to request our judge, Sachini Suryabandara, to kindly announce the name of our first winner.
Our first winner is Harshita Borua.
Congratulations, Harshita. Are you there? Harshita? She had just texted that she is having difficulty with her mic. So until you try to fix it, let us move to our next. So Harshita has wrote a message that thank you, ma'am, but I'm unable to unmute myself. Okay, Harshita, keep on trying because she had just texted me also that she wanted to take part in the recitation. Okay, we proceed to the next. May I request Majubin to display our next winner? It is Rudraksh Dasgupta. Yes, is he there? No, Rudraksh is not there. So we proceed with the next results.
Yes, please.
So can we proceed with the next competition results? The extempore.
Extempore, I think we'll take it last. We'll go with the debate one.
Okay. So now, like ma'am, we are going to proceed with the debate results, or shall we wait? Because our second guest is going to join by 9:15. As
So
he has not reached home, he had
And-
just texted.
in the meantime, we can ask Grant sir because I don't think he's having time. He has taken out his valuable time from his work schedule. Tips because we need him again in our next upcoming event in Cosmopoetica to listen to his poems. So I would like to invite him on behalf of my full team with directors. We are already here, sir. So I take the opportunity to once again invite you for a Cosmopoetica event, which is coming up on 21st July. So
Yes,
we
yes.
would be grateful that you could spare some time at that time also. That's a Sunday here. So we would be honored with your presence. We would love to listen your recitation on your own composed poems. So after a long time, we'll be meeting you and listening with all the great poets to you. So thank you, sir. Please, Manjuri, we can take his feedback about our event. And then
Thank you very much, Madame. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll be there the 21st of July, I promise.
Yes, sir. You have to be there. So anything
I
you would
will.
like to tell? So what would you
I have-
like to tell to our students, sir? Your final advice to them?
I'm going to start off with in the last 25 minutes, I have felt just a lot of passion for their work. Like I said, you can tell by the way they read it. You can see the expressions on their faces. It's just they just don't read it. They feel it. Like I said, I'm repeating, but advice is just poems are just they come from your heart and your soul. They don't have to rhyme. They don't have to have a rhythm. It's just write down what you feel. It comes from you, what you feel. And if you wish, share it with the world. And
Yes,
it doesn't matter what they say, it's how you feel. That's what's important. And I am honored, truly honored to be here and listen to all these wonderful people and see everybody's beautiful smiles. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
And like I said, I will be here on the 21st of July. I promise that. I'm having fun. I got to go back to work, but I have a smile on my face, so it'll get me through the day.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good day to
You're
you,
very
sir. It's
welcome.
early morning. It's early morning, so do have your breakfast, go to work, and do join us on 21st. We'll be waiting for you, sir, to listen to your poems.
Thank you very much.
Thank
And
you.
I do feel honored. I truly do feel honored. So everybody have a great night, and I will be talking to all of you soon.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Blessings and smiles to you all.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.
Let's see. Let's see. Okay.
So, any of the participants would like to go forth with the poems that were chosen for you? Would you like to try this recitation of any of those poems? You can see in net. Sukanya, we have a very good speaker. Sukanya, we have Sanjivan. So would you like to give expression, modulation, and recite a poem? So y'all are excellent speakers. We have heard you debating. We have heard your extempore. So we would like to hear you reciting a poem also. So can you do this favor, Sukanya? So until our guest joins.
Sure, ma'am, but I must warn, I'm not a good reciter, you see.
Yes, everybody cannot recite, but can you try? Or Sanjivan? Adrika is there. Adrika was also supposed to take part in recitation, but she is on her way home. So she had just texted. She's going to take a little time.
I'll give it a go, ma'am.
Yes, surely.
So I'll be reciting Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Whose woods these are, I think? His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it square to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and the frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy fleet. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, and I have promises to keep, miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Thank you.
Wonderful. Wonderful, Sukanya. Very nice.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, Sanjivan, would you like to try one? You can have a look at the net and you can just find out the poem. All are very beautiful poems.
Or ma'am, if any of our juniors wants to ask any questions, then also they can.
Yes, our juniors, we can just ask them if they are interested in asking any questions to our senior students. You can ask to Majabin, you can ask to Sukanya, you can ask Sanjivan. I would like to interpret here that was a favorite song of today's generation. Well, we are indeed honored by the presence of our eminent guest of honor, Dipendra Kumar Majumdar sir, and he had given an enriching presentation and deliberation on day two. And to mention about him, he is the program executive and a faculty in the National Academy of Broadcasting and Multimedia, Prasar Bharati, Delhi. Well, he was a judge for the declamation. I would like to request you, sir, to kindly declare the results and give your feedback.
Am I
So,
audible, Monjoy?
yes, sir, we were all waiting for you eagerly, and the students also, they were expecting the results and also listen to your deliberation.
Thank you, Monjoy. My greetings to all the participants here. Professor Rashna Chakraborty, Monjoy, Mojibin, and Mr. Voss. Um, I had gone for a long walk. I usually take that on Saturdays and Sundays, so I'm a bit late in joining you. I'm sorry for that. Yes, in the last session, I was asked to judge the declamation by the students, and they all were good. But there are some small piece of advice that I would like to offer to the students. First of all, is that when you take a piece for your public speech, try to connect to that speech and identify yourself as if it is you who have written that. Supposing we take the example of Vivekananda's speech in the Parliament of Religions in US in Chicago. You must think for that moment as if you are Vivekananda. So unless those texts, they appeal to you, do not pick that up. And as Madam Dorrit had said, it is very good if you can memorize it. That way it becomes more spontaneous. That is number one. And number two is that in any public speech, you are allotted a particular amount of time. Try to stick to that time. Do not try to exceed it. And next is, as I said, pronunciations. So obviously you have to take care of your pronunciations. And lastly, my advice to you all would be, try to see dramas wherever possible. Because what happens is that in dramas, you find people taking up roles. They try to portray some character on the stage, but they become so identified with that character that for that period when they are on the stage, you feel you are not seeing that actual person, but the character that he or she is portraying on the stage. That is how it should be in the ideal conditions. I found in that declamation that day, Harshita, she came in very late. There was some problem. She was good. She was good. I could find that, as if it was her own. She could identify and connect herself well with the part that she took up for the speech that day. Adrika Borthaku was good. Uh, Regarding Somudeep, yes, Somudeep, yeah, you tried and it was good, but you were talking about technology, I find, in that session. What happens is that on that day, maybe your microphone was not working satisfactorily. There were some breaks. So as far as adoption of technology is concerned, yes, we are now moving into from 5G to 7G. But the thing is that we need to perfect the technology in our country. It's a huge country. We, our motherland, the country we live in, it's a subcontinent. So there are some points where, maybe the service is not as good in Assam as it is in Maharashtra. It is not as good in, say, Jhansi as it is in Delhi. It happens. So while adopting those technologies, similarly, you were talking about AI in education. Yes, AI is very, very helpful. In fact, I should tell you that nowadays we have this AI generated anchors, as you would be all aware. Monjoy Madam, she reads the news in Doordarshan. You would find that a few years later you would have an AI generated newsreader. And that AI generated newsreader, the first of it, if I'm not mistaken, has been named Sana. But what I feel is that, in some cases, we need the human touch. So unless it is a human sitting there, you lose that human touch. I can just give an example. You must have heard the announcements which you hear in the railway station. So and so train will leave from platform number 1 at 12:30. It's very flat sort of a thing. The advantage of AI is that, supposing you want to know something, what it does is it's actually the artificial intelligence. So what it will do is that it will search for the database available in its domain, and it will pick up things from different sources, and it will give you. The problem arises, there is something called the ethical consideration, because usually it happens that that part that it will pick up for you would be somebody else's original writing. So there may be a threat of copyright violation. But for a start, AI can prepare a very good foundation or a basis for you to start with. But always remember, as far as your literary compositions are concerned, it should be original. In fact, in research work also nowadays, your thesis, it has to have a certificate of plagiarism. That you have not picked up the content of your research paper or your thesis from somebody else's work. That is about AI and technology. And lastly, what I would like to tell you all, the students, is that try to pick up a thesaurus. I suppose you all know what is a thesaurus. It has the synonyms. The one which is very popular from the very beginning. I mean, I remember that book from my school days. It's the Rogers thesaurus. But you have Cambridge thesaurus also. Any which one you find more comfortable, pick it up. You find nowadays Kindle versions of thesaurus also. Some are free. You can download it for free. Whatever it is, but always take the help of a thesaurus, especially while you are trying to write something. That way you'll hit upon the exact word. I was talking about the emotional content of your writing. That way you'll be able to hit upon the right word. So that is it. And Somodeep and Sanjukta, yes, you were good. But I feel, Sanjukta, you really need to do that connection more. And for Somodeep, I suppose you exceeded the time that day. So try to stick to the time, and there was some technical problem with your microphone. And even with Sanjukta, when you were holding that piece of microphone, try to keep it at a constant level. Usually, I'll tell you the distance that you should keep from your mouth. Otherwise, there is a risk of the sound of the air. Foof, foof, foof. It's usually this much. This is the distance that you should keep from the microphone. And then obviously, you have to ask, say, in online sessions, you can ask somebody else, am I audible? Am I very clear to you? And then you can adjust your level of your voice. Sonali and Jennifer, yes, you tried. But the best thing is that you all dared to do it. That is the first step in this journey of public speech. So it's very good that you have dared to participate in this. Improve upon it, you'll be far better. I'm very sure. But you need to keep practicing it, right? And as far as picking up the pieces are concerned, again, I would stress, try to pick up those sort of pieces with which we can identify. It is not that always we can pick up any piece and we identify with that. It should really appeal to you. And then it feels as if when you are speaking, it is coming out from your own soul. And then it sounds very good, right? There's a difference. You see, in news reading, as Monjoy Madam does, she reads. It is not her, and that's why she is called a news reader. She reads it. It should be very neutral. And as far as the public service broadcaster is concerned, say All India Radio or Akashvani, as they call it now, or Doordarshan, we are supposed to be very, very neutral. We are not supposed to put in our emotions into that news. But at times, there is some other things that we add, especially as I was talking about the body language. I remember when our ex-Prime Minister Indira Gandhi died, the newsreader who came to deliver that news in Doordarshan, she came wearing a black sari. And black is usually associated with obituary. And those sort of things we do. But in the delivery, it is always neutral. So that is reading. But here, you really need to put in emotions. I remember in our school days, we used to, that one day you will be able to tell me, I come to Paris season and not to praise him, but famously. That is what we used to do in our school days. Now you have a lot of pieces, can pick up anyone which appeals to you. So that is it. So, yes, Monjay, anything more?
Thank you, Dipenda, for your valuable feedback to each and every participant of the declamation. I hope students have understood their flaws and how to say the declamation in future. So they will be quite benefited by it. So I would like to ask the participants if they have any queries that they would like to ask our esteemed guest of honor, Dr. Dipendra Majumdar sir. I can see Adrika raising her hand.
Yes, Admika?
Adrika, would you like to ask something to sir? So Adrika has written that, ma'am, I am unable to unmute myself. So
Adrika, you can put your question in the chat box. In the meantime, Monjay, I think there is somebody else who had raised his hand. Maybe it's.
Hey, ma'am.
Majubin, can you please help me? Did you see anyone raising their hand?
Yes, I think I can see Shomudi Mahato.
Soumyadeep, yes. You just on your camera, unmute yourself, and you're free to ask the query.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, Shomudi, you're audible.
Uh, so, sir, I just wanted to ask you one thing. There are few people, it's just not for me and I am comfortable, but there are some of my friends who have stage fears. Means they
Yes.
are afraid of going to stage and speaking about, I mean, whatever they. So, sir, how to overcome this?
Very good. I think I deliberated upon that in my first session. You see, it's like swimming. Unless you get into the water, you cannot swim. So even here, you need to go up on the stage and deliver something. And that way, you'll be able to kill that stage fright. So wherever and whenever you find the occasions, maybe it is in some religious functions that you attend, or maybe it is in some social gathering, or maybe in some wedding. Nowadays, we have those functions, especially in weddings. Try to present whatever you want to do. You want to sing a song, you want to recite a poetry, you want to do a small limerick or something like that. Do it. Don't be afraid. and try to get the feedback from the people. So they will tell you how, Shamudit, in this part, we felt, we could understand, or maybe there was some slurring, or maybe your pace was too fast here. Now I remember one thing, especially in the case of Akshita Burman. Is she here? Akshita, your pronunciation is good, but try to slow down your pace a bit. You don't try to go too fast. You see, it is usually the case here with me, or even in All India Radio, what we say is that it should be around 80 words per minute. That way you are very clear. But in news, we hurry up a bit. It is usually 120 words a minute because we need to put in a lot of things into the news, and it's usually a 5 minutes bulletin or maybe a 10 minutes bulletin. And in between, we have the commercials also coming in, the advertisements. So in case of news, it is usually like 120 words per minute, but otherwise it's 80 words per minute. So with that pace, you can just try recording in your own mobile or in your cell phone. That way you can develop on that. And don't be afraid, because you see, you are addressing somebody. It's something you want to share with somebody else. It may be 3 or 4 of your friends. So that way you should keep on talking. That is, as far as communication is concerned, the oral communication is the most powerful form of communication. As a person who has studied media, I can tell you, face-to-face communication is the most effective form of communication. And that is what you do in public speech or public speaking. Have I been able to make myself clear, Shomudeep?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. So I had one more thing. As you said, we have to start talking. But even I have seen some of the people who are even shy of talking also. So any suggestions for them who does not even want to talk? Uh, he does not even want to express.
Again, there is something in human psychology. It's called the introverts and the extroverts. So there are some people who, by their very nature, speak very less. And there are other people who go on speaking, wherever they land up in. But then when something is asked of you, a question or something like that, you should make yourself very clear. So if you need 1 minute to answer that, take the time. If you feel you need 2 minutes, take the time. Right? But then you should not cross the limit. There are some people, especially the extroverts, the higher limit is something we call the vocal diarrhea. They just don't know where to stop. They just go on and on and on and on. So whenever you go for your interviews now, you find, especially when you sit for the interviews for the National Defense Academy or the Combined Defense Services examination, there is something called the group discussion. So in the group discussion, usually we find, somebody taking over the mic at the very first instance, and we just go on saying and speaking, but then it's not that he gets the most marks in the group discussion. In the group discussion, the idea is that whenever a topic is given to you, like that day, the topic that was given for your discussion was freedom of speech. So at the end of it, you must come to some conclusion. It may be contextual, say in the Indian context, because everything is multi here, multi-religious, multicultural, multilingual. So here, obviously, there is some restraint that you got to have. It is not a homogeneous society. So you should take care not to hurt the feeling of the other people who are together with you in that panel. So restraint there should be some. Just like somebody had quoted on the rule of the road. You are free to drive your vehicle on the road. Doesn't mean that it's only you who should take the road. There are other people taking the road. So there is the policeman who is regulating. The policeman is not infringing upon your liberty to drive on the road. It is not so. He is regulating so that everybody can enjoy that liberty of moving along in the road or highway. Correct? So remember that So whoever is a bit shy, if you go for the interviews or anywhere like that, you will have to speak. Unless you let the other people know what is in your mind, you are not getting any marks. So in public speech also, if you really feel, we usually find that in the public domain, is people who they want to share their ideas. In Facebook, you see, a few weeks ago, I suppose a small boy, he got drowned in the floods in Guwahati. There were a lot of people who came on Facebook and they were expressing their own ideas. What can be done to prevent? But we have found that time and again that thing has kept on happening in Guwahati. There are manholes left, just like that, without any boundaries or without any warnings for the pedestrians. School children falling into them. And when it's flooded, you do not know where that manhole is. So you need to speak at times, especially I say in the very fundamental level, in your own family, if it is something which touches you or which concerns you, unless you speak it out, you are hungry. You have to tell your parents, I'm hungry, give me food to eat. You keep shy as I'll not speak anything. I just sit down silent. You go hungry. Correct?
Thank you, sir.
Uh, Adrika, Harshita, how did your long association with Prachar Bharati teach you? Huh, what did you teach me? Well, very tough question. Harshita, it has taught me many things. First of all, I'll just like to differentiate between commercial broadcasting and public service broadcasting. Commercial broadcasting is strictly to earn commercial revenue for their concern or for their firm or for their organization. Public service broadcasting is not like that. And here I can tell you that gives you a very good platform. If you want to, just like Shomudeep was saying, stage fright, I think the best way to do that is go into any all India radio stations, whichever is nearby your house or home. If you're in Guwahati, you can go to All India Radio Guwahati. We have children's program, no audience, only the mic is there. So whatever you want to say, you can speak in front of the microphone. It is recorded and it is broadcast, and then the people listen. So there is a delay between what you say and when the public hears it. So that can be a very good way. That is one. Number two, you see, we have got programs for all sections of the society. When I was in my college days, in Doordarshan, we used to have something from 315 called the countrywide classroom. If you all have studied science in your class 10, you must have studied about total internal reflection. We studied it only in the pages of our science book, but in that program in the countrywide classroom, they used to show it. At that time, the laboratories in our school were not very well equipped. So they used to throw a beam of light. And then finally, when the angle of incidence changes at one time, the whole ray comes back into the water. That is total internal reflection, the Tyndall effect. So those things you need to see, especially the things that we study in physics and chemistry, really got to be seen. So I would suggest that whenever you find the opportunity, go to the nearest science center. In Guwahati, we have got one in Khanapara. When you were in Kolkata, visit the Birla Science Museum in Guru Shadai Road. You would see how a flight works, how an aeroplane takes off. It's the Bernoulli's theorem. Again, the ACs that work is the principle of Carnot cycle. You can see those things working. There is a button there, you press it and the model works. The Tyndall effect, the Curie point. Magnets are not magnets eternally. You hit them up at one point, the magnet ceases to be a magnet. So those things you can see. So in public service broadcasting, we cater for each and every section of the society. We cater for the women, we cater for the farmers, we cater for the children, we cater for the senior citizens. When I was in Teshpur in All India Radio, I did something which I don't know if anybody else had done it. I took a team from All India Radio and Doordarshan and we walked into the Teshpur district jail. My idea was that those people, the prisoners, our brothers and sisters, at some moment in time, they must have committed something which was not pardonable according to the law of the land. So they were put in prison. But they have got equal right for entertainment and information. So just before the Independence Day of our country, on the 8th of August, we walked into the jail and we did around 5 hours of performance there inside the jail. And I made it a point that the jailer, he was also very interested in music. The opening chorus or the chorus song was performed by the prisoners themselves. That is public service broadcasting. We care even for our prisoners who are behind the bars. Empathy, that is something which public service broadcasting has taught me. And you are the citizens of tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow or day after, you'll be occupying all the administrative posts or the higher posts in the corporations. You must develop empathy. You must have a feeling for each and every citizen of our country. Only then we will be able to convert the idea of our Honorable Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, who says, Viksit Bharat. It will really be a developed India. And I suppose that now, as Indians, we really need to do something for the motherland, our country. So, Harshita, there are a lot of things, and all these things, obviously, the way I speak, the intonation, and that is very important. One more point is your tone or the intonation, how you deliver. If it is a wrong intonation, your message will not be received by the receiver in the way that you expected, and it may beget a reaction which you never expected. So always be conscious. You're talking to your friends, what should be the tone? You're talking to your teacher, what should be the tone? You're talking to a higher official, what should be the tone? Even when you're talking to your brothers and sisters or to your father or mother, be always conscious of the tone that you're delivering in. That will bring in the right response. Right? There are many other things, but yes, I think I'll take up the question from Adrika. How can someone improve their delivery in public places? Ah, this is another vast area. Well, to give you something with which you can start, all of you must be reading the newspaper in the morning. Be it the Assam Tribune or the Times of India or the Hindustan Times or the Sentinel. Take any story that you like and read it aloud, loudly. Better still, if you want to develop your visual presence also, try to do that in front of a mirror, right? And if you want to improve the quality of your voice, there are some things which you'll have to take care of. Especially, I know you children, you're very fond of ice creams. In the winter, you should restrict the intake of ice cream. I remember in one of the interviews, Asha Bhosle, famous singer, she was saying, she avoids, and now I think she has totally stopped taking ice cream and frozen things because that impacts your vocal cords. So, and delivery, as I said, intonation is very important. Pronunciation is very important. And there are some breathing exercises which you should do. And while reading, if you really want to find out how to sound, what you do is this. You put two fingers into your ears and then you read. You'll be able to hear what you are. But please do that with your own cell phone. You can record and then you hear it. But when you are using a cell phone or a recorder, a slight tweak happens in your voice. It is not the natural voice. And in fact, if you really want to tweak it, there are so many apps that you can use. You can increase the depth of your voice. You can increase the basal tone of your voice. You can make it more light, especially if you are singing a song. You can do anything you like with those apps. There are a lot of facilities which are incorporated into those recording apps, right? But first and foremost, you have to practice it daily. So if you really want to be a public speaker, read the newspaper aloud every morning, at least one news item. And better still, do it in front of a mirror. Any other questions?
So
Uh,
I would just
yeah,
like to request, please on your cameras when you are asking the questions. It's nice, no, when there is a face-to-face interaction. So
how do
thank
you keep the Sukanya? How do you keep the audience engaged? Especially while broadcasting is one cannot read the expressions. Yes, that's a very nice question. Radio is a blind medium. We call it the blind medium because the person who is speaking cannot be seen. Yes. So there you have got some very limited tools. So there your intonation, your pauses. Silence is as important as the sounds. You must know where to pause. If you remember, a few moments ago, I was mentioning Akshita Burman. You must know when to pause. Try to understand the difference between a colon, a semicolon, or full stop. Once you understand the significance of those symbols which you have in your language, you'll know where to pause for how long. And that is how you'll be able to keep your audience engaged. But the most important thing in any audio delivery, besides news, in news also we follow a different formula. I'll tell you about that also. Is that in the first 2 minutes, if you cannot hold the attention of your audience, they will just switch off the radio. So you take up any story, how you start it is your creativity. It may be a story from science, it may be a poetry, it may be anything, but the first 2 minutes is very, very vital. Listen to the audio documentaries or the features or audio books. You'll find in the very opening part, they will do something which will grab your attention and then you stick to it. That is how we do it in the blind medium. And of course, the fluctuations of your voice, because you are delivering all your emotions only through your voice. It is very, very interesting. It is in fact more interesting than the visual medium, because in radio you are bereft of the face of the speaker. You cannot see the face. And of all our sense organs, the one which reveals your emotions the most, can anybody tell me which is that? It's the
Yeah.
eyes. That's the reason you find at many times people wearing black goggles or spectacles. They want to hide their eyes from the public. Your eyes give away the most of what you are thinking. So, if it's the audio media, I saw the delivery that you were making that day. I think you started the discussion on freedom of speech. So there you should try to initiate that with a very recent occurrence where you found that either there was a violation of that or there had been some modification to that law. That is how you grab something which is currently in the public memory. And then you come to what you have to say. Right? That way, the public, your listening public, will be able to connect with you instantaneously. Right, Shukenda?
Thank you, sir.
Anybody else? Is there
Hello,
anybody else?
sir.
Yes. Oh, I forgot. I was telling about news. In news, what we follow is called the inverted pyramid. We fixed up a priority that this news should be the first one. And that is also followed in the print media also. You start with a story, and then the most significant thing should go at the very beginning. Maybe for those of you who are not aware how the sub-editing is done in newspaper items, what they do is at times they just butcher the end part of your story when they find that your story is exceeding the word limit or they cannot fit it into the space that they have in the newspaper. So if you put in it's part of the story, but it is not significant towards the end of it. So even if they chop it out, your story still carries the meaning. So that is how you do it in the print media or even in the news, right? Yes. Anybody else?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Majubin?
Yes, sir, I'm Majibin. Sir, I had a question for you since I'm going to college now. So we all will have to face many interview sessions. So, sir, I want to know, how do I present myself in interview sessions, or like, how do I introduce myself in the most elegant way that I can attract the attention of the judges sitting there?
I suppose, Majubin, you're going to be a doctor?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You will be doing a very, very important service to the citizens. First of all, let me talk about that. As a doctor, it is not that unless somebody comes to you and says that I'm having a problem with my throat, and you just concentrate on the throat. Maybe when you do your MD, you will be doing in, say, ENT or pulmonology, where you are a very specialist on a particular area of the human body. But remember, the most complex machine on earth is not the supercomputer. It is the human body. You are or you will be dealing with the most complex machine in this world. So first of all, you find that the doctors, when the patients come in, so what is your problem? So they'll talk about a lot of things. So you have to pick up, if you find, when you go to a doctor, he just jots down a few things. And maybe when he feels that, no, you should go for a blood test or a CT scan, he'll say, okay, for the time being, because the first and foremost thing is that you must relieve the patient of the pain that he or she is suffering from at the present moment. So from your intuition, you'll be able to find out that, okay, if I give this, temporarily he'll be relieved of the pain, but I need the blood report, I need the MRI or the CT scan or the ultrasound. Only then I'll be able to hit upon the actual point which is troubling the person. You need to do some talking. And that talking, remember, you'll be dealing with such people who come to you in a very delicate state of mind. You have to be very, very compassionate. As far as the interview is concerned, whenever we sit down as judges, when we recruit people for our organization also, we really try to find out whether that person is really interested. And in 5 minutes, we can find out whether the person is just come because he or she is looking for a job, and it can be any job for him, or he or she is really interested in the area or the domain where he or she has come for that interview. You must prove to the people who will be taking your interview that you are really interested in medicine. And then again, the next thing nowadays is that your specialization. When you go for your MD or something, you must be able to prove that you are really interested in, say, uh, hepatology or cardiology or urology. Of course, your marks in your MBBS will say that also. They can find out in which area you are more interested. But as a beginner, when you're just stepping into the MBBS course, you must be able to give them the message loud and clear that, yes, sir, or yes, madam, I'm very interested to study medicine. Think about those days when people did not know what is there inside the human body. What did they do? They used to exhume, that is, they dig up corpses which were buried. Michelangelo did that. He used to cut, dissect those bodies at night. Oh, and he was a painter. And if you see his paintings, the sinews or the muscles were so accurate. How could he do that? He used to dissect those bodies at night, those corpses, and find out, okay, there is a muscle here, there is a tendon here, there is a ligament here. So it is very important in any case to prove to the people who are taking the interview. Supposing you go for art history, you need to prove to those people that you are interested in art history. Otherwise, you will be a failure in that profession. Now you will be stepping into your profession. That is something through which you will earn your livelihood. And unless you are good in that, even now, we talk about many famous doctors. Okay, this is the problem. So we'll go to Medanta, we'll go to Escorts, we'll go to Fortis, we'll go to Apollo Chennai. Because the people, it's again the face-to-face communication. You met patients who have come back from that hospital and they said, oh, the eye department in that hospital in Hyderabad is just too good. So you go there. Now, the hospital is a dead thing. What creates the reputation for the hospital? The doctors. Similarly, for the colleges or the universities, they say, oh, this industry is very good. It is all time dependent. At that moment in time, maybe that department in that college had very good professors. But now maybe they are retired, they are dead, they are gone. And the people who are there now maybe are not as good as them. When we were in our school days, I remember we used to study the history books by Bipan Chandra and Romila Thapar. They were people from the Delhi University. But now you walk into those departments, they are no more there. There are other people who have come in there. So only the edifice does not carry the reputation for long. It's the people. So the human factor is very, very important. Right? I wish you all the best, Majideen. Be a very good doctor, and you will be rendering the most important service for the country. Because the moment at which your patients will come into walk into your chamber, they'll be in great pain. You need to relieve that pain for them. And then you see the smile on their face. That is the greatest reward for a doctor. Yeah? Anything
Thank you
else?
so much, sir.
Anybody else has any more questions? Because today I feel, if I can recollect correctly, this is your last day of this course. So take the full advantage of it. And you can ask me if you've got any more questions. In fact, I should tell you, long time back when Madam Nelly was heading Maria Public School, she had invited me. And then your school was not in Birkusi, but it used to be in the Radha Govinda Borua Road or the Aji Borua Road. So I had gone there and interacted with the students of class 11 and 12 in the summer vacation, just like you all are attending here. And I was supposed to tell them about the avenues that they have in the media industry if they want to become media persons. That was my very initial association with Maria Public School. Later on, many other schools also, when I was in Guwahati, they used to invite me to, to speak about all these things of communication and media. So take advantage of that, and if there are any more questions, I'm willing to take it. Or else, I think I took the question. I just check the chat box. Is there any more questions? No. Yeah, no. Okay. So Marjorie.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. And our students were very much excited to listen to you today too. But we also told them that it would be a 1 hour duration program. So I would like to request Rajna ma'am to kindly speak a few words.
Yes, thank you so much, Manjari, for handing over the virtual mic. I actually wanted to thank personally to Dr. P.K. Majumdar, sir, for his valuable time because last time also I told that we need persons like you in our podium again and again. The more we listen, my children will be awarded and rewarded more. So your presence really makes a difference. The techniques which we are working on with our students about public speaking, the media speaking, now especially the online mode. So in this online mode, when we are speaking, we need to take care of our body language, the posture of our body. So that was also one of my things which I always mention to my students. And today, as you have already said very clearly about each and every pointers, which is very important. Handling of the mic, I always guide my students the distance your mic should be when you speak, how much far it should be. Like if you take it too close near to your lips, then the voice comes out in a different way. If you just hold little far away, so the sound vibrations around. So it depends on your distance of handling. Some of them just goes inside the mic to speak. So there are a lot of small things which we need to take care of. So I requested Manjuri that please, if possible, please call sir once again. And Manjuri always does it for me. Thank you, Manjuri, once again for inviting her. And it was really an honor for our students, sir. And I would request again and again that do visit our platform so that our children are benefited, including me. I too am benefited with your presence. We all need to learn every day. I believe the ocean of learning is never completed. Though I give speeches on public speaking, we have our institute on skill development, where I am conversing whatever that the other day, the previous day you showed in the slide. I was telling Manjuri, I work on all those patterns. The words every day I give my student one new word and I ask them to make sentences on it. Think about it when you go home. For example, a new word which I gave today was bamboozled. So there, my students were thinking that what was that? What ma'am said? So there, and when I am guiding my authors to write book chapters, how to write. So there are several things, sir, we are always working. And I really personally felt that your presence made a difference for me too. The way you speak, even online. Offline, we know the body language, how it is to be, because we are doing that regularly. But there are certain criteria which we need to follow when we are online too. And because we have a direct live, like as you said in the uh, television, it's just few seconds where the recording is done and then it's edited and then it's put on. But here, when we are going directly live, so there that live things, we have no time for editing. There is no such media person also along with us who are technically so much, we can say, powerful, who can edit and cut and again rejoin and again cut. So we directly go live. So we need to take care of certain things, which is very, very important while speaking. So you also amplified on that too while telling to our students. So I was just listening. I always tell my students hearing and listening. So what do you hear? What do you listen? So that makes a lot of difference. So they love to enjoy the lessons with songs. So I give them the lessons with songs. So there are a lot of innovative ways of teaching the students, which I have been doing. And I think with your presence, it has been an add-on to our, just now, I had come up with an idea thinking that since Manjur is doing an amazing work, So I would like to announce in front of Dr. D.K. Mazumdar, sir, that our CWME is doing very good work under the able guidance of Manjuri Sharma. She's just like a sister to me. So, but still the way she takes everything so enthusiastically. So I would like to declare her to be the chief of the Northeast region, where she can guide all the students of the Northeast region under our banner, the CWMA, Creative Writing Modern Age. So I would request Manjuri to visit. There are several villages where students are there, speakers. We need to take them out, bring them out. They are missing that platform. So I would request Mejibeen and Manjuri, as you all were doing, it was wonderful seeing you all doing it so nicely and getting associated, connecting us, our platform to such great people. Though of course I know people abroad, but from India also, like Dr. D.K. Majumdar, it's really a pleasure. I have been talking with a lot of global educators and mentors across, but to meet persons like D.K. Majumdar, so I feel that Manjuri is the best person. So on this platform, I would like to give a big round of applause and declare Manjuri to be our in charge of the Northeast region, CWMA. So henceforth, Manjuri will be taking care of all the children there and taking out, like Sanjeevan Bhuya, Ayan Bhattakur, and Mehjabeen Chaudhary, to take out all of them and under the guidance of Dr. D.K. Mazumdar. And of course, I am there always, but we can guide them more and give them a platform which they are missing right now. Adrika is there, and there are a lot of little.
Please keep yourself muted.
Yes, yes.
I think Aditya, please keep yourself muted.
Yeah. Otherwise, we can take them out from the Zoom room. Don't worry. If they are not muting their mic, you can just take. Majibin, please do the proper, because we are here to listen. And when you get a chance, obviously speak. That is also one of the best pointers of public speaking. When you are doing public speaking, first listen. Whoever is speaking, listen. Don't speak out just like that. You cannot blame technology at all, because technology is having their main fertility there. So we need to understand that importance. Listen, give time for listening. That's very, very important. Just hearing is not going to finish all your queries. So I would request Mehjabeen to just present the short, you can say, appreciation. We are very small, sir. In front of you, you are doing amazing work. So, but still a token of love and gratitude from CWMA. I would like Mehjabeen to present it on screen for sir. That's a small certificate for your valuable time which you had given us for the last 2 days, guiding our students and making them clearing all their doubts how they would go for public speaking. So, Mehjabeen, could you please do the honors of presenting it on screen for everyone, so that from our side, sir, as I said, Manjuri will also agree that we are very small in front of you. You have been doing great things, and but just for your time which you have given us, and with that expectation that you will surely be connected with us again and again. And obviously, we will require your help and guidance for voicing out, because I'm talking with the women entrepreneurs, women achievers, women awardees. So I want especially the women to empowering them with their voices. So they don't know, even counseling them, parent coach, life coach, I do that. So I believe that it's very important when you speak, but you should know what to speak. You can speak many things, but if you don't know what and when to speak, then you fail as a speaker. You can keep on speaking for hours, but if you are diverted from what you have to speak, there you fail as a speaker. So thank you so much. I do, Mejbin, could you please present it?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am, there was a network disturbance here.
Yeah. Okay, not an issue. So, sir, I hope we didn't, bore you with our program. I hope you enjoyed thoroughly. You enjoyed the kids. Yeah. A big round of applause for Sir and his precious time which he has given us. So a small token of love from our institute, which we are organizing again on the 21st. We have the Cosmopoetica, where we will be having global and Indian poets also joining. 16 poets will be joining us on Cosmopoetica, and that is on 21st of July. So all the poets, including Majib, we have Manjuri, sorry. Manjuri is also there. She is a great poet. She has published her book in our platform itself, her own poetry book. So looking forward for that. Also, sir, your reviews about it too. If we could get that podium also for publishing about CWMA's work, where we can reach out to the students who do not get a platform. So that would be a great help, actually, I would say. There are many students like Mejbeen and others who really have a great speech, but they are not getting that platform. So we want to curate that and give them a non-judgmental platform right now for preparing them for the future so that they talk freely and voice out what they need to speak. Thank you, Mejbin. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yes, Manjuri.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir, for
Rachna. And yes, so this is the first time I got associated with your organization, and I find that it's doing a great job. And you should continue the good job. And I realize that many children do not get that guidance or do not get the mentorship. So if your platform can do that, it will be a great service to our motherland. Keep the good job up, and I wish you all success in all your future endeavors which you have planned. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
So Harshita Barua has given a comment. Thank you so much, Dipen for your valuable advice. They were truly inspiring. Thank you, Harshita. Thank you, sir, once again. And now I would like to request Majubin to kindly proceed with the results of the debate.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
So we are here to announce the results of the debate that took place on 11th July. So I would like to request Rachna ma'am to kindly announce the results of the debate. Our students are here and they are eagerly waiting to know who's the best speaker and which team won. Ma'am, please don't do late. They are really waiting.
Yes, it's a pleasure for me also. Actually, I too was waiting for it. It was a very good event to say. The debate was the top highlight of our all the events. Of course, the others were also too good, but something which I felt is very much needed now is that debate. And how do you do it? Because the upcoming elections, the post-election, pre-elections, when we have and these youngsters, the youth, the ignited souls, what they express is very important because that becomes news, that becomes the media information. So we need to say it out, voice it out very carefully. So the topic which was taken by our team, especially Mejbin and Manjuri, thank you once again for selecting this lovely topic, which is now the need of an hour. Freedom of speech, should it be legalized? So it has a lot of diverse comments about it, as well as supportive views also about it. So both the teams were excellent, Mejbin. And I would say I cannot see all the speakers though. I don't know, they are there. Maybe I would request all the participants, please switch on your cameras because that's the first thing in media. Whenever you are into media, you need to be one-on-one with the eye contact and you can speak directly. So I would request everyone to switch on the camera, devoid of any other problems which you have. If it is any other personal things or technical things, please, it's okay. But otherwise, I would request everyone to switch on the camera. So the debate was obviously a piece of hot cake in our whole event. So with that note, we had the winners. Seventh on day first was the mock debate, wherein our debaters who was with Mejbin, they had actually done it to teach the students or prepare them how a debate should be conducted. So with that, we have our list of winners. First of all, I'll come to the best team. Any guesses? Which team? Was it for the motion or against the motion? Remember, the topic was very interesting. Freedom of speech. Should it be legalized? So, what do you think? Who is the winner, for or against? Any guesses? Down quickly in the comment section. I want to see. Come on, hurry up. Or and those who are watching us live, please do put it in the comment section. Which team was those who have not seen? I would request go and see our videos quickly. Turn it on and come on, hurry up, come back. So I think, according to me, it is the team supported. The supporters for it are the winners of the debate competition. So we have a list of winners, but we together with that, we also have the best speakers. So the other team need not be sad about it because you all did not win, because we have the best speakers also coming up. You never know, the best speakers can be from the team who spoke against the motion too. So we have the winners from the winning team, that is the students who had spoken for the motion. So the first name here is, any guesses from the team? If you all remember, put it down. Quickly, quickly. I want all the names. Quickly. Which are the names? Who were there in the team? First, we have Sukanya, the winning team. Sukanya is already here. Come on. Big round of virtual applause. I want it. The full screen should be there, flooded with your virtual claps and hearts, and do whatever you want to do. I will not stop you today with the virtual claps, remember. So congratulations, Sukanya. You are an amazing speaker, to tell you that I really and thoroughly enjoyed. And being a law student, you are doing very well. That's very, very important for a law student. And you just nailed it. And it was amazing listening to you, Sukanya. So
Thank you
coming
so
to
much,
the
ma'am.
next, yes, congratulations. Coming to the next participant of the winning team, we have Akshita Burman. Akshita Burman, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm there. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Congratulations, Akshita. Please keep on continuing with the virtual claps. Amazing, Akshita. The youngest, I think you were in the group with the team, and you spoke very confidently. Though, as sir had already guided you, you need to just work on certain things. So with that, you will become the best more. So thank you so much, Akshita,
Thank you,
for
ma'am.
your wonderful speech. Then coming to the next speaker from the winning team, we have none other than who? Who is remaining? The person is there or not? Jennifer. Where is Jennifer? I can't see. Jennifer Ahmed. Jennifer Ahmed. Congratulations, Jennifer. Jennifer, you were awesome in your speech. Congratulations. Last but not the least comes the cherry on the cake. We have the greatest speaker who were there for the mock debate too. It's none other than Ayan Bhaskar. Ayan Bhaskar, congratulations. Are you there? I know you were busy today. So congratulations, Ayan Bhaskar. So the virtual clap should continue. I don't want to stop. They are the real speakers and the speakers of the next season. So we have now coming back to the best speakers, which I told you, I don't want the others to be really sad about it that we couldn't do anything. Obviously not. We will not say that you did not do anything. So we also have another category in the debate competition. As we know, we always select the best speakers from both the teams. It is not the winning team only. So it can be from both the teams. So the best speaker, we have kept three speakers. Obviously, we gave only one, but we kept it three to motivate you and not to stop debating. So the first best speaker, as per our judges, Dr. Oli Goswami and Shetri ma'am, who was there in the previous day. So I would like to thank them from the bottom of my heart for their wonderful judging, and they did not want to make the others sad. So the best speakers, they with special mention from the judges, the best speakers are here. Now to go, the first best speaker for the competition was Sukanya Sharma. Congratulations, Sukanya, once again. You are the best speaker for the debate competition. So congratulations, deeply, deeply. It's
Thank you
a
so much,
pleasure
ma'am.
for me, an honor for me to announce your name. So thank you so much, Sukanya, for joining all the way. You had joined from Sukanya. Could you please tell our audience?
Ma'am, I'm actually from Assam, but I'm studying in Bhubaneswar.
Bhubaneswar, yes. Congratulations, Sukanya, for being the adjudged. Actually, I would rather put it properly. Adjudged the first best speaker for the debate competition held online on 11th July. Congratulations, Sukanya. So coming to the second, any guesses? Second best speaker for the debate competition. There was a real tug of war actually between the first and the second. So obviously we have the second best speaker as none other than I can't hear it. Yes, it's none other than Sanjeevan Bhuya. Sanjeevan Bhuya, congratulations. So, Sanjeevan, you are the second best speaker for the debates competition online, which was held on 11th July 2024. And the third best speakers, again, a tie. So we couldn't let the tie go off because we want the speakers to continue with their debating skills in the youth club. So we have a tie with the third best, because before I start with the third best speaker, let me tell my audience that Ayan and his team, they were together in a separate WhatsApp group where they were discussing every single thing. They were guiding all the participants. They were Sukanya, Ayan, and the full team was there actually for the motion, wherein they were instructing and guiding this other participants how to say, how to start, how to end. There was continuous, and they were till the end. When is the result? Like they were biting the nail. Wait, and Ayan was like explaining to them, wait, wait, wait. So he was the one who was giving the confidence to the other speakers too, that wait, the results will be announced soon. So the third best speaker for the debate competition is none other than the jubilant Ayan Bhaskar. A big round of applause for Ayan Bhaskar. So he is the third best. As I told you, there is a tie. So I will not forget to mention together with this, we have the third best speaker, another third best speaker. So there is a tie with Akshita Burman. Akshita Burman is the third best speaker. So congratulations, Ayan and Akshita. You are the real speakers, we can say. So continue with your great skill of speaking and just know when to speak out. That is very important. It's very important to know when you need to open your mic, when you need to speak, which is an important quality as you all have developed. You know when to mute yourself, when to unmute, which is very, very important. So congratulations once again, Akshita and Ayan, for the third best speaker for the debate competition, which was held on 11. Thank you so much, Mejbin, for giving me the chance of announcing the winners, because I too was very inquisitive. I really love debate a lot. I always motivate my students to debate it a very proper way. That's very important. You need to be focused when you are debating. So thank you, Mejbin, for giving me the chance. Though I felt Mejbin could also do it, but I grabbed it from her and I said, no, I am going to do the announcement for debate. Thank you, Mejbin, for giving me the chance of announcing the debate champions. So over to you once again, Mejbin.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, we have a short video clip from Ayan. He actually wanted to thank you. He couldn't join us today because he had a very important event today. He's actually meeting all his teachers from his school. So he couldn't join us. He's really sad. Actually, he wanted me to talk to you to actually postpone it, but I said I cannot do that. For one person, we'll have to make it tomorrow itself. So, but still, he didn't fail to send us a video of that. So present that video.
Sure, Mejbin, sure. There are a lot of technical problems there too in Assam, I feel. In Mumbai, it's raining cats and dogs. So we too have little flexible internet connections also. But nevertheless, I think Mejbin will be up in it. So Manjuri, what do you feel about the debate competition? Just a two-liner from you to Manjuri.
Well, ma'am, the debate competition was really fabulous. All the speakers were up to the mark, and the way, the confidence with what they had spoken, it left us all spellbound. And I think the others who had not participated, they would be inspired to do that in future. So I think Majubin is successful in playing the video of Ayan Bhaskar, and we really miss Ayan. He is a very talented speaker with good oratory skills.
So we'll listen to it first.
Yes.
Yes, Najmin, you're good to go. Najmin, we couldn't hear though the video.
So,
we can play it later on. So we'll
yes.
move ahead, Majbin, with the Not an issue. We'll play it. We'll first announce the results, the participating results, I think.
Yes, Rachna ma'am, you are muted.
Yeah, Majbin has joined. Did she join?
Yes, yes, ma'am, she has joined.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just, my network was just posing some issues.
No, not an issue. We'll play it towards the end also once again. Not an issue. It's there. Okay.
Ma'am, shall I stop it now, or you want to play? You want me to play now only?
Yeah, play it. It's ready, then play it. We'll listen to it. If it's not
Hello?
ready, we can play it towards the end. If it's ready,
It's ready, ma'am. I'll just play it, ma'am.
yeah. Imagine the sound, I think previously I also had that problem. Sound is not coming for that shared video.
Okay, ma'am. I'll play at the end. Now, ma'am, let's just continue.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, over to you, Manjuri.
So many of our students had left since we had given 1 hour duration, ma'am. So I think the judges had given us the results of the recitation competition. So shall you announce the results, ma'am, of the recitation competition?
Manjuri, you can do that, but the certificates will send it in the group.
Okay. So
the results, or you want me to announce?
yes, I'm just checking the results, ma'am, as given by our judge, Sachini Suryabandara, the poet from Sri Lanka. So,
you want me to announce?
Yes, ma'am, surely you can do the honor of announcing the results.
Okay. So I would love to do that because the recitation competition was the last in our box, which of dreams which we had planned for the Creative Summer 2024. So the recitation was again a seed growth of Manjuri ma'am. So children, you should thank Manjuri ma'am for taking out all from her outputs to encourage all the speakers to come up with their skills. So thank you, Manjuri, once again for giving this idea of putting the recitation together inclusive. So with that, we have, yes, Manjuri.
Sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. So the poems are really the favorite poems, you can say, and they are the best ones for recitation, I feel. And I was planning to do a kind of group recitation also, which I often encourage the students to go for. Now today, Ira, Samira, they had left, but they are really good in recitation. We have Ayushman. He is also very much interested. Swarnali, to see the zeal in her, always recording it and sending it to me. So I thought that no, the children should be given a chance of reciting their favorite poems.
Correct. Absolutely. And they did full justice to it. It was like, I can see a cherry on the cake. This competition was. It was like a main highlight of all the events, we can say. So I just loved it. I just loved all the children, though they have left, as you said already. But anyway, don't worry, children, from wherever you're watching, please watch us live in the YouTube channel too. And the results comes up here. So be ready to listen to the names. So the first place.
Yes,
I think there is somebody who is disturbing the real. I think Manjuri, please keep a track and you can send them out of the Zoom room because continuously we are getting disturbance in our program. So to announce with the first place because of the facial expression. As I said, in online, we cannot see your full posture. We just see your face and your facial expression. So that's very important. With that, our judge has selected Anshuman D. Nair to be the first in the
Recitation competition.
recitation. I think I can see Anshuman Nair, so I want to highlight him too. So I want to put him in the highlight rather, replace him. So congratulations, Anshuman Nair, for your good facial expressions and with the feeling correct speed with proper pronunciation. The judge has added it. So I too wanted to add it with it that the judge has given all these pointers that it was your good facial expression and correct speed. It's very important when you read the poem. It's very, very important. So the correct speed and proper pronunciation, the feel. You are reading somebody else's poem. You're not reading your own poem, but the feel. I still remember when I used to recite Daffodils, Manjari. Daffodils was one of my Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over the vales and hills when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the wind. So it's like, the every word which Anshuman said, congratulations, Anshuman. So the next place goes to none other than our wonderful reciter for the evening. We have Swarnali. Yes, Swarnali Mitra. The second place, of which Manjari ma'am, under the guidance of Manjari ma'am, you have really nailed it, Swarnali. And the judges have to say that your feeling was proper, pronunciation was proper, and you just said it with that proper feeling. So it was you that secured the second position in the recitation competition. Your certificates will be reaching you all very soon in the WhatsApp group. So don't exit the WhatsApp group, though it's today's the last day. So a lot of things are coming up there in the WhatsApp group. So be connected there. Congratulations, Sonali. I want those who are present, please give your virtual applause, the virtual claps for Sonali, and you had Anshuman Nair also who won up till now. So coming back, Swarnali, how are you feeling today?
I'm really nice because when I joined this, I thought would I be able to do it or not. But under the guidance of Manjuri ma'am and all the judges and you, everyone, I did it and I'm feeling so good today. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Sonali. Thank you. Thank you. You were excellent. So congratulations once again. Coming to last but not the least. Of course, I don't know Manjuri if she's there. Last reciter for the evening who gets the third prize for the recitation competition is none other than Samira Lahoti. Samira Lahoti had joined us. I don't know, Manjuri, if she's there.
No, she's not there, ma'am. She joined from Ahmedabad, but as it getting late, so she just
A big round of applause for Samira Lahoti. You were excellent. As the judges said, you had proper pronunciation. Just it was amazing to listen to you. So thank you so much, all the participants of the recitation competition. So over to you, Manjuri, once again with the virtual mic.
Thank you so much, ma'am. But here I would just like to just ask Adrika and Harshita if they would just like to say something because they were the ones who were very excited with this recitation competition. But as they couldn't be present at that time, so I would just like to give them a chance in case they want to say or recite the poem. Yes, Adrika? You have been there from then, and she was there with us from day one. and she was quite an enthusiastic speaker, we can say, taking part in all extempore and declamation speech. So, Adrika, would you like to say something?
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, Adrika.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank the entire team of CWMA for organizing such a useful and innovative workshop. It has been a true delight to attend a workshop. And the last time I did extempo was 2 years back. And last year I didn't participate in any competition as it was my board year. But this time again, due to Monjoy ma'am, I got the opportunity to participate in a thing which I love dearly, and I was quite surprised to see so many people joining this workshop, and they are so good in the art of public speaking. It's really nice to see, and that's all I had to say. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Rachna ma'am. Thank you, Manjari ma'am, and also Mahjabeen Ba. She has been a great delight. Thank you.
Thank you, Adrika. So we need students like you to keep this platform going, you know. Adrika, we love the zeal in you and always be there with us. Best wishes for your future, dear Adrika. Stay
Thank you,
connected.
ma'am. Thank you so much.
So, Harshita, would you like to say something? You were also there with us from day one.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, unfortunately, I won't be able to turn on my camera, but this since this is the concluding event of this workshop, so I would like to thank the team of CWMA and of course Manjuri ma'am for encouraging me to join this event once again. And the last time I did, I guess it was last year only, and I learned a lot of things, and I'm looking forward to joining further more events in the future. And thank you, Rachna ma'am, Majubinda, everyone. And I also like the debate and the extempo speech delivered by the rest of the students. It was something, like, no, it was unbelievable. Like I thought I was watching some, great speakers here itself. And I also wanted to do the recitation, but unfortunately, due to network connectivity issues, I couldn't. But I'll surely do once again. I'll surely participate in further events.
Thank you, Harshita. You can just recite two of your lines if you want to, because you had prepared yourself. We would love to listen to you, Harshita. And Harshita got disconnected when Dipen was giving a feedback on her. So Harshita just texted me. She wanted to hear what Dipen had to say about her. So I think she can watch the video later to find out. So Harshita, you were applauded by Dipen. So I think you are very happy. And in the declamation, you have been just the first winner. You know that, Harshita? So your certificates will be sent to you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You have any words for Dipensa?
Yes, ma'am. Like, truly, it was an like I really want to meet him. Like, I really want to have a physical meet with him. Like, I have so many questions to ask him, but unfortunately, today, like, it was a bad luck for me, I guess.
But
I could.
surely I'm going to make that possible, you know. I'm going to make that wish of yours come true. Is the
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
surely. So would you like to recite two lines from any selected poem of yours?
Uh, yeah, I would love to. Like, I was actually preparing to recite the poem Daffodils by William Wordsworth. So I would like to recite few lines.
Okay.
I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze, continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. They stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in a spirit dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not be but gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft, when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon the inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills, and dances with the daffodils.
Great, Harshita. And you know, Rachna ma'am, she was so excited when she was listening to one of her favorite poem. Isn't it, Rachna ma'am?
Yes, yes. I just love that's my favorite poem. I just love that poem, William Wordsworth. It always takes me afar, Manjuri, and
Yes.
I come to account like how it
Yes.
was.
And I think, you know, this student should be there in our event, Cosmopoetica, where all the poets are going to join. So more than 16 poets we have. So those who are interested from here, kindly just specify those who are interested. I can see Harshita. She's very interested to join Cosmopoetica. Akshita and Adrika, are you interested? So be there in the
Yes, ma'am.
group. Yes. So Ayushman is there, Sukanya is there, Swarnali. Okay. So
Very,
now I would,
very good.
yes,
Very
I would now like to request Rachna ma'am to give the participation certificates.
okay. Yes. So this was a tough thing for all the participants who were there. And Manjuri is giving me the toughest one to announce their name. Anyway, thank you very much. So children, here we go. I know it's already late and it's already time for dinner time, but I don't want to waste much of your time. But I'll quickly go ahead with the appreciation certificates for the speaking skills, which was given first. We are giving it as an Manjuri, if you can say that we are giving the speakers, right?
Yes.
Yes, it's all for the speaking skills, which all the participants took part. So it's like for your speaking skills participation. So the first speaking skill certificate of appreciation goes to Jennifer Ahmed. Though she is not here, but please, children, do go and see in the live video. So Jennifer Ahmed, the first. Mejbin, if you could present that. Yes. Congratulations, Jennifer, for all the speaking activities in which you took part. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Then we have the next speaker who took part in almost all the speaking skills, which was organized by us. So the next speaker is Adrika Borthakur. Adrika, congratulations for your zeal and power of speech. So never stop it. Congratulations, Adrika. Continue speaking as you are speaking. Please keep on putting the virtual applauses for our little speakers who showed their skills. And even those who are watching us live in our YouTube, please give some comments for this wonderful speakers. So then the next speaker and the certificate of appreciation goes to none other than Akshata Burman for her speaking skills. Akshata, congratulations for being an amazing speaker and wonderfully taking part in all the activities. Akshata Burman, congratulations. So we can have that. Yes, of course. Congratulations, Akshata. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Akshita is there. Congratulations, Akshita. Continue speaking as you are speaking always. Now, coming to the next speaker who were there in almost all the events which we had organized from day 1, day 2, and day 3. It is none other than Somyadev Mahato. He is the most inquisitive, you can say, speaker. Congratulations, Somyadev Mahato. Are you there? I don't know. He was there, but I have no idea if he's still there. Congratulations, Soumya Dev. So just keep speaking as you always do. Take part and always you will be a winner. Next, we have the next best speaker who had taken part in all the three, I think, no, Sabrina had taken part only in the first day, but our judges really liked it. So Sabrina, congratulations for being there with us and taking part. Congratulations. The youngest participant, yes, Manjuri, I think.
Yes.
Among all the participants who had taken, who had, was there with us from day 1. So Sabrine, congratulations. And she is also one of the youngest author who has published her own book. So coming to the next speaker who had got for his speaking skills too. We have none other than Ayushman Nair. Ayushman Nair, congratulations. So today you got 2 prizes. Congratulations, Ayushman. Best for the first prize for recitation and a certificate of appreciation for taking part in all the speaking skills, mostly all, nearly all, and being an active participant too. So congratulations, Ayushman. So we also have him with us. Can we have a certificate, please, if possible? Mehjabin is with all the technical things. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mehjabin. Thank you so much. Ayushman certificate can be displayed. Do we have?
Ma'am, Ayushman.
Okay, we'll send it to him. No worries, no worries. Okay, congratulations, Ayushman, once again. Do tag us wherever you post in social media. Don't forget to tag CWMA everywhere. So we'll be able to see you. And of course, we will be also putting all the certificates up in our social media platforms in the Instagram as well as in our social media, Facebook and LinkedIn. We are there everywhere. So please do follow us. Just write CWMA and you can see us in Facebook with a page as well as a group. We will be giving the certificates there too. So just drop in a comment about your feeling of joining us in the Creative Summer Camp. So coming back to our next speaker for the evening who had joined with the speaking skills, it's none other than Ira Lahoti. Ira Lahoti, congratulations. Ira, you were one of the active participants. Today, Manjuri, she had joined around 8 o'clock. I just was checking with the Zoom connections, and I saw Ira and Samira had already joined. So we want, people like her, students like her. And again, all the credit goes to you, Manjuri, for inviting all of them all the way from Ahmedabad to join us. So the next speaker for the evening, the prize, the certificate of appreciation goes to Samira Lahoti. So congratulations, Samira. This is your second certificate and you missed it just by podium of seconds. We continued with it. Anyway, congratulations. Do drop in a comment from wherever you are watching and let us know about your feelings. Congratulations. Yes, we will do that. Akshita, just now. Certificates, though, we will send it in our social media. Then coming to our next speaker, we have none other than Sayukta Barua. Sayukta Barua, are you there? Sayukta is not there. Anyway, congratulations, Sayukta, for your active participation in all the speaking skills. Just keep on enhancing your speaking skills as you always do. Congratulations. Then coming to the next speaker, we have none other than our very, very inquisitive, we can see her smiling face and inquisitive nature. She is none other than Swarnali Mitra. Congratulations, Swarnali Mitra, for being the
Thank you so much, ma'am.
speaker and who was there with us for all the 3 days, for actively taking part in all our activities. And we hope to see you in our next event too. Thank you so much, Swarnali. Then coming to the last speaker who's getting for the speaking skills. Of course, I don't know if he's there, but if you're watching us, please do share your feelings. The best speaker and the participation award goes to Bibhash Gogoi. So, Bibhash, you are amazing. Keep on developing and nurturing your skills. We are truly, truly happy to have you in our platform. Congratulations, Bibhash Gogoi, for being an active speaker for our events. Thank you so much. Thank you, Manjuri. Thank you, Majubin, for presenting.
Thank you, ma'am. And I think the certificates will be sent to you soon. And speaking skills means extempore and declamation. It was added together. So there were a little doubts. I was getting some text from some students. So we have included both the activities together and the certificates will be soon sent to you. And thanks, Rachna ma'am, for bestowing this honor to be the noticed head. Well, the notice head of CWMA, it means a lot. The task is really a great one. But if I have Majubin by my side, I think things will be very, very easy. And of course, the students are there. Without students, nothing is possible. So students, they are there till so late. And this is the zeal of our students. And we can make it, you know. At the last moment, they were just memorizing those poems. Ayushman asked me, then, ma'am, can I join? I was not well in day two. I couldn't. And I said, why not? We are always there to encourage, and we are not going to be stern on any one of you. This is a platform where we can express ourselves. We have anything to say, so it can be any medium, be it extempore, be it recitation, be it declamation, anything that you are comfortable in. You just let us know that, ma'am, we want to go for this competition. We are going to organize and we are going to invite esteemed judges accordingly. So thank you to all the participants, and Rachna ma'am, you have bestowed this responsibility, and as I said, I will surely carry this with all my zeal and passion for this work. And of course, students are there. I thereby express my sincere thanks to all the students and also to your parents whose support made this workshop possible. Our humble regards to all the distinguished guests, eminent speakers, versatile judges who joined the events, all the 3-day long workshop and added their knowledge and grace, making it such a dignified workshop. Thanks to all the participants, and each one of you, I must say, is a gem. So let's stay connected, and in future, if you want such programs, to give your opinion. So we will make that happen. According to everyone's convenience, we shall fix more such events. So goodbye to all of you till we meet again. Thank you for being there.
Thank you. Majbin, do you want to add something? But before Majbin adds, I just want to tell all the participants about your extempore speech and declamation. That is the speaking qualities, as Manjuri ma'am already said. But still, we'll be announcing it separately in our social media. So we will share the links. Do follow that, and you will get all your certificates there too, as well as in the WhatsApp group. Manjuri ma'am will be sharing it. So those who are there as a team, You were there from the beginning. Don't leave the groups. So all the certificates will be put up there in the group, as well as we will be adding all the tags wherever we have posted the certificates, which will be coming up. And then we have a lot of surprises. Don't forget to stay connected with us, with CWMA. You can mail us and ask your doubts, anything. So we would love to listen from your praises and all your good things in our social media. But if you have any complaints, do text us personally. We would take that as a positive note. But do join us and always stay connected with us. I would like to again thank my team, full team of CWMA here for doing a brilliant job, and specifically to Manjuri ma'am and Mehjabeen. So they are amazing rock stars, and I'm really proud that if I have such team members, mentors like Manjuri ma'am and Mehjabeen as a young, you can say, learner and coming up with so many qualities. Technically, she's so sound, so profound. So if we have Sechini had joined, Sazyanki had joined, my team members, I would like to thank them too from the bottom of my heart. Sechini had some other work too, so she had to leave, though she had joined for a few seconds to judge. So I would like to thank them. Sazyanki also had joined from Uganda. But thank you, Sazyanki, for always supporting us. He's the one who takes care of external affairs. So whenever there is any comment which is not good for the group, he is the one to text it. So we need to be positive, stay positive, because that is very important. Anything you want, any complaint you have, or anything you want to say to us, you can personally message us and say it to us. But when it goes, in the social medias or in the groups, then you need to only say what makes you feel happy, not what makes you feel sad, right? So you need to understand that. And my team members have been working a lot. So thanks to all of you for joining in all the 3 days, given your time for it. You all have given your ample of time, and we are really, really happy to have you. And hopefully, we'll be having this event again and again. Don't worry, kids. You can invite all your friends, and we don't have any restrictions for anyone. So, anyone across the country, across the globe, too, if you have some friends, you can invite them. So, ours is a platform. We open it with open arts. We have a non-judgmental platform. So please do invite all your friends and do share your comments in our YouTube, where we will be able to know that how you liked our show. Thank you so much. Thank you once again. So over to you, Mejbin, for concluding so that we can conclude today's events.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'd like to just add in here something. Ma'am, are we missing the results of the extempore and declamation? Because the students are very eager to know the results of extempore and declamation.
Yeah, declamation, actually, I'll be giving it afterwards. Extempore, we can. Manjuri, it's ready. Actually, it's very late. That's why, but what do you do? Manjuri, do you want?
We can avoid the presenting of the certificates, but at least first, second, we can just announce the names.
I think extempore is ready with you. You can present
Yes,
that.
yes. Yes, ma'am, I have it.
Declamation, we will only announce the name. Manjuri, you can do that declamation, announcing the names.
Yes.
Extempore, I'll do that.
Declamation, the names are there, and extempore, I
extempore
think
is there. Yeah, I
Mejbin.
have it.
Yes.
First and second I have. So extempore I'll be announcing. So students, those will just announce it very quickly. It's already getting late. I know all your parents might be wondering, every day we keep you waiting. What's going on in the creative summer camp, right? So we'll not keep you waiting any longer. And the extempore speech winner, the first position for the extempore speech competition goes to none other than, as given to me by Dorrit ma'am. We are missing her, Dorrit ma'am. Yes, it's Akshita Burman. Akshita, congratulations. for
Thank you,
getting
ma'am.
first position in the extempore speech. So this was given
Thank you,
to me
ma'am.
by Dorrit ma'am. So congratulations. Thank you, Dorrit ma'am, for doing the honors for us. So thank you so much. So then we have the second position in extempore speech. It is none other than Sayukta Barua. Sayukta Barua, if you are there or if you're not there, if you are watching us from our YouTube live, you can leave a comment there too. Congratulations, Sayukta Barua, for getting the second position in the extempore speech competition. So congratulations. Declamation, for declamations, I will hand it over to Manjuri, the virtual mic over to you. You can announce the names, just certificates. I will give it in the social media and tag all of them.
So according to Dipendra sir, the declamation for the first prize, it goes to Harshita Borua. So Harshita Borua is not there. She had just left a couple of minutes ago. So congratulations, Harshita. And the second prize goes to Adrika Borthakur. Congratulations, Adrika.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So this were the winners of the declamation.
Yeah, I think we can wind up now, Majbin or Manjuri.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We can wind up.
So over to you, Manjuri.
So thanks to all the participants who are still there with us till now, till so late, and we hope to stay connected in this way. Congratulations to each one of you, and do keep connected with us. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, ma'am.